Hey legends, today we're going to dive into some Excitebike on the NES. Oh gosh guys, I've been looking forward to playing this one again for a very long time. We might dive into Mode A as well as Mode B as well, just in case you're wondering what the difference is. Mode B is kind of like a time trial, I suppose, of sorts. You're against the clock, and you just have to get within the qualifying time. As long as you finish third or above, you will graduate to the next track. There's actually 5 different tracks, but the 5th one goes on indefinitely in this game, so it just keeps gradually getting harder and harder, I suppose, until you can finally no longer pass it. So, you know, obviously the time requirement might get lower, they might add a few extra obstacles and so forth, and there's some people that are very good at this game. I am not, but we're going to give it our best shot today. This was also in the first probably 5 NES games I ever played. And my grandmother, her daughter, my auntie, and she had a boyfriend at the time when I was growing up. And before I even owned an NES, I would go to their place in the Christmas holidays and I would play this game to death. It was so much fun. Great time killer too. I mean, if you go from start to finish, you're not going to really take more than 10-15 minutes unless you're really good at the game. Looks like we passed the first time trial. A good thing we passed the first level here, guys, otherwise we wouldn't really have much of a video, would we? I kind of went a little bit off topic too, guys. I want to remind you that there's also a scenario B in this. So while scenario A is kind of like you versus the clock, it's the same thing in scenario B, except you've got rival drivers on the track. And not only are you trying to beat the clock, but you're trying not to crash by avoiding all the other bikes too. It's quite the challenge. I'm going to show you that one later on today as well. Probably just very quickly. We're not doing too bad on these jumps. Now, there is also a track edit mode in this game. I used to spend a lot of time in that. You can make your own tracks, your own jumps, and it's pretty fun. I mean, you can't save them, unfortunately, but you can make them on the fly, and you and your friends can see who gets the best times in your own homemade tracks. I think that's pretty neat, especially from such an old game. I mean, I want to remind you, this is actually a Nintendo Black Box game. For those of you who don't know, the Black Box series of NES games are actually the launch titles of NES games that basically came out. So, you know, things like Kung Fu, Excitebike, Clue Land, you know, Golf, Soccer, the original Mario Brothers, just to name a few. So very, very, very early in the NES's lifespan. So to be able to have something just so sophisticated in that time, I suppose you could say, was pretty impressive actually. So a lot of value in this package. See how we're going. It looks like we're well within time right now. As I said, even though you only need to get in the top 3, I would like to get in first place today. I was also very, very strange when I used to play this too, guys, because even though I used to play the track editor mode, for some reason, I would just make flat track with no obstacles for as long as I could, and I treat it like I'm racing a marathon. I think I completely missed the purpose of what that mode was supposed to be about. Maybe a tiny little bit slow at 8 years old, but that's okay. Hopefully I got a little bit smarter now. Oh, there we go, we're up to track 3 here, everybody. You'll have to let me know what your experience is with Excitebike in the comments as well. I like to do a lot of live streaming on a daily basis, and this is also a really good bonus game to put on when you don't know really what you feel like, you know. Usually bonus games on my channel go for 10 to 15 minutes, so this is perfect. There's 2 buttons in this game as well, apart from maneuvering your bike and gliding it forwards and backwards depending on the jump. You've got a turbo button here, guys, which is the B button. Now that allows you to go through the track quicker. You can probably see the temperature gauge, however, down the bottom. And yeah, you don't want to overheat your bike, so it's good to go really, really quick, but you have to use the turbo sparingly. Then you got the A button, which is like the regular drive button. You don't go as fast, but you basically save your engine. You might wonder, why wouldn't you just hold the A button the whole time and be more consistent? Well, you kind of need to use the turbo sometimes and go that little bit quicker to navigate the jumps easier. So, it's a little bit subtle. There is actually a strategy to how you play in this game. By the way, if you're lucky enough to race over an arrow, it, for some reason, resets your turbo bar in this game. So if you can find, we'll see if we can find one on this lap somewhere. But yeah, driving over arrows will reset you temperature, pull down your engine again, and allow you to use more turbo. Such a challenging game. Here we are, already up to there. See, we just got an arrow there. There's also some pretty crazy people on the internet that can totally exploit the physics in this and break the game by going twice as quick over a whole lap than you're supposed to. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, to be honest. To be honest, I guess it's not cheating. I guess if the game allows you to do it, you can do it. But, I don't know. I mean, if you can infinitely just completely beat the game because you know how to break it, I guess it takes the fun element out of it. So I don't know. For me, I think I prefer to be ignorant on this one. There you go. So you have to push turbo in places like that too when you end up off the track and into the dirt. It's pretty challenging. Obviously, graphics have come a long way. You can see those little blotches on the ground. They're actually supposed to be mud piles. I always thought they looked like broccoli when I was a kid. A little bit silly, I know. Oh. There we go. Have we qualified? Boom. It might be first place. Let's have a look. We're absolutely killing it right now. It's almost like I'm 8 years old again, guys. Alright, here we go. Here's the final track. As I said, this one loops indefinitely. See how we go here today. Definitely be on the lookout for those arrows. I don't think I've been past... you'll have to let me know what your record is, guys. But as I said, level 5 loops indefinitely. We're on level 5 part 2. You can probably see under the time T1. I don't know what T1's supposed to mean. But that only comes up when you're racing through this generally the second time. I don't know why we skipped the first level 5. But to this day, I don't understand why that happens. But, oh, there you go. That's our first crash of the whole stream, I think. We're going to have to push it to qualify. I think first place is definitely out of the question here, guys. We might be able to end up in third place here, hopefully. You've got to stay away from that damn mud. I find level 5 is crucial with regards to your strategy and using the turbo button as well. As you can see, it seems like the jumps are in a lot more strategic places. And man, look at that. We just got some mad slowdown here, guys. Oh, I just overheated my bike. Probably should bleep that out for YouTube, huh? I'm trying to keep this channel family friendly compared to our Facebook page. A little bit of a plug for our live streams on Facebook. I think we failed, guys. Yeah, that's no good. Only 5th place on that one. I think my ego was getting the better of me. Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do, guys. We're going to try, we're going to hit the reset button here. This time we're going to do mode B, and we're going to just try track 5 one time with a bunch of other races on the track. As I said, it's a time trial still, but you have to navigate all these buttheads as well. Oh, there we go. I was a little bit slow on the gas there. You can strategically take other races out with your back wheel too, which is really neat. But the same can happen to you. If you hit other races with your front wheel, you're going to be the one that ends up crashing off your bike. So, again, very strategic. Now, this little guy in the aqua color is the quickest. You pass these, like, blue or... What are they? What's this color? Is it, like, magenta or something? Violet? I don't know. I need to learn my colors again. But these blue... Oh, crap! Oh, gosh. I've got to really pay attention to my freaking turbo. This is terrible. Yeah, but the point is these... Oh, my gosh. This is so embarrassing. This mode right here can suck a rubber duck. Oh my god. Alright. Well, you know what? I don't think there's any chance of qualifying now, but we're doing this to earn some respect now today, guys. We gotta put some respect back on the one coin only name. Some respect. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm almost... Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, these chumps are assholes, man. Oh, I was only just a little bit off qualifying, actually, guys. I think that's going to be about a 4th. What a freaking bummer, eh? Well, I guess that's us done. Excitebike, awesome game, guys. If you're interested in collecting for NES or having a throwback, perfect bonus game to put in your collection, guys. Thank you for watching, homies. I'll see you on the next video.